By creating a National Heroes Park, we create a home, a hall of fame, if you will, for our most celebrated citizens. We create the best surrounding for our young and our old. All visitors and residents alike can come to pay homage to any and all of our national heroes. They can come to relax, to meet others, to simply enjoy the peace and quiet of this salubrious environment. We add to our history, we reinforce their legacy, and we honor the memory of them all.
Sound the trumpets from every hilltop, play us with melody, paint hope.
Your Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister and Senators, all welcome. We are here at what is the site of our National Heroes Park in the Ponds Needmouth area, in the junction of the roundabout at the airport and Connery Playfield. We are standing in what is the entry booth. We are at the northern end of the park entrance. It will be the main pedestrian entrance for all patrons of the park. The park is set up in a centrifugal type of radiating pathways with intersecting thoroughfares in east-west and north-south direction. Upon entering the park, one will immediately have a visual of the sighting of the monument. That is where our national heroes at the moment would be staged. The facility is capable to come down, and in this general area where we are going to have the monument pads. At the moment we're going to construct two, basically about 5,000 square foot. We'll get an opportunity to take a walk and go along. Each pad at the moment can hold 6 to 7 statues, busts. Okay. So that will be a total of 14 for now. And the intention is that, or the expectation that this facility could last hundreds of years. And we have provision for the natural and gradual expansion as we go on. The park will entail a parade square that the landscapers, KM Lawn Services is undertaking at the moment. In the future, a welcome center where we will display the life and the story of our heroes. The park will entail a parade square that the landscapers, KM Lawn Services is undertaking at the moment. The park has 3 main vehicular access points. One at the western end, where we entered this morning. There is one that will be used for ceremonial activities, that is going to be east at that end. The dignitary that they come in, they have an option, I guess depending on left and right hand. Drive vehicle, they can come around and come and be landed right in front of the monuments and take your seat and go out. Parking will be in this area, and parking, when the park is fully established with staff, will be in this area. And supplementary parking will be on the outside, of course. We have provision as well to, in the future, have an amphitheater between this general area in the north, not south, the southeast. We have a number of raised and sunken platforms that are being constructed at the moment. Patrons of the park will be able to sit and relax and play with the kids, whatever you may have. And all the other amenities, benches, garbage bins, disposal, kiosks, and those type of things would complement the park. And a lot of planting. What we see, the green and those are the planting that will begin to be installed next week. Early next week we started putting the large palm trees and poinciana and those type of trees will be in the park.
And you have lots of lighting.
Yes. We have the lighting posts.
Okay.
And that will go in over time and eventually. It is rather a mammoth undertaking and comes with a cost, of course.
Well, we hope you'll be within budget.
So we can take a hand. The gates at the moment are being fabricated. We have engaged the services of 2 metal fabricators. If you look at what the gates would primarily look like.
The sugarcane stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that is part of the seam of the back. That's why we have the picketed or the vertical natural wood. They will not be painted. The intention is for them to be thin over time, the natural color, gray, white, black, that type of thing. It is made of green hat. It is a very durable material. It is resistant to termites and water and everything, so the elements will not adversely affect the material. And as being part on the aquifer, we strive to have a light impact on the environment. That's why we would have gone with certain type of materials and choices. Mr. Lester Andy. Misfits. We got Jack who's doing the money. The one responsible for the entry booth.
Canary Village.
And Austin Lewis. Jack went me off.
Austin Lewis, how are you? Some of this is your output. Eh?
Yeah.
Look like you're coming to come.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's time to take shape.
Started to take shape. Gentlemen, we want to thank you guys for participating. It's a time-sensitive project. We are a bit behind. But we hope by September we have enough to show the people, given the commitment we had made last time, that for the next National Leaders Day, we'll have a home. We appreciate it. Young lady. Morning, how are you? You're the carpenter or the mason? What's your name?
Tisana.
Great to meet you. I'm Timothy. How you guys know? Good. Good. Time frame you're working on? What time frame you're working on?
Planning to finish by next week, maybe Monday.
So you have to go all the way up there and come back.
Go to the end of the fence here. Probably finish. I'll be doing somewhere for the weekend first.
The This morning we are on the site of the National Heroes Park. In my address on this matter on the 16th of September 2016, I did promise the country that we will create on this site a beautiful National Heroes Park. To date we have 5 national heroes and we are advancing work. This morning was to allow myself, His Excellency, our Governor General, Sir Tapley Seaton, the Minister with responsibility for health, the Honorable Senator Wendy Phipps, and with us also is Senator Akila Byron Nisbet, our Deputy Speaker in the National Assembly, to come and to update ourselves with respect to the progress. Accompanying the Senator are members of the Independence Committee. Of course, the celebration of national heroes, although it's an event which we would like to happen every day, is commemorated on the 16th of September each year. And we are hoping by the time we do enter on that day, the surroundings would be substantially advanced.
We would expect that by the 16th of September of this year, we would have in place the bus of our 5 national heroes as indicated by our Prime Minister, and that over time the rest of the project would evolve. We would wish for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis to understand that this facility is their facility. It's the people's facility, a place where we can hold up to honor those persons who would have contributed immensely to the socio-economic and political and cultural development of our federation.
Having a National Heroes Park here is allowing us the opportunity to be able to learn more about our history, our own people. I mean, throughout schools, and even when I went to school, one of the questions that we always had is, what about our own history, and what is it that our own people have contributed in developing St. Kitts and Nevis? And so now having these monuments here, and I think Mr. Pemberton also spoke about a small museum which speaks to the life of the individuals, it would give us the opportunity to learn more of what is it that they contributed, and even give younger persons coming up that sense that I can achieve something, I can make a contribution. And so it could touch many lives in a lot of different ways.
I think within each and every citizen of this country holds the seed of a hero in terms of what they're able to achieve individually to contribute to the development of the country for the benefit of future generations.
I want to place and record our appreciation to the peers in the office of the Prime Minister, Mr. Osbert D'Souza, who is not here today, and in fact he is in Cuba attending to issues related to the build-out of the bus in honor of the national heroes.
I also wish to join the Prime Minister in thanking Mr. D'Souza for the work that he is doing. There are 4 buses that have been commissioned in Cuba by Cuban artists, and he's attending to that. The one for our only living national hero is a full-size statue, which is being commissioned out of Santo Domingo, and based on the drawing, or the photograph rather, that I would have seen last week, it is at a fairly advanced stage of production. So we do wish to thank our diplomatic colleagues in both countries for the assistance and for facilitating that inroad that we would have made to those cultural artists who are assisting us in Cuba and the Dominican Republic. We do want at this time to also express our gratitude to the members of the Independence Committee who in their own regard would be rendering yeoman service on the various subcommittees to ensure that all of the activities that we have spread out through the month of September will take place for the benefit of our people and visitors who might be on the island at that time.
We are satisfied that things are taking shape, and that for September, which is close by, we should be able to introduce the country as a whole to a new facility which is evolving, which will become an important attraction not only for our residents here, but for visitors to our island.
For families even to be able to have a place where you could bring your children, while you're playing, you're learning the history of our country. You know, the young people can say, oh, we've heard about Dr. Kennedy Simmons, oh, this is who he is. And then in the museum you learn, this is what his life was about. And so I think it's a very grand efforts by the government to be able to establish this park, and now seeing it taking shape and taking root, I'm certainly looking forward to even bringing my own children here to teach them of the history of our people, and to be able to have a place where we can come and we can sit down, maybe have picnics and those things. So I think the country should be really looking forward to the opening of this facility and start thinking about ways in which even they themselves can be using the facility to do many different things.
And of course, Mr. Pemberton, I would wish to thank you sincerely for the expedited work. I would realize that within the last 2 weeks, quite a bit of work has been done at an accelerated pace, and we would want that level of productivity would continue throughout the summer so that we can have this place in a state of readiness for September.
What I will say at this moment as well is that we understand that this park is long in coming, eagerly anticipated, and the commitment is given that come the 16th of September, this park will be open for business. And I'm certain that the citizens and the general public and visitors, everyone, will be pleased and satisfied with what would have been demonstrated here in terms of making true on the promise to establish a National Heroes Park.
The great Gibraltar, the cradle of tranquility, we shall forever stand as one people, one nation, one God, one destiny. So blow your trumpet.